Hey guys, so today's video is actually going to be a story time video. This is about the time, actually the day that I'm filming this, like what I'm wearing, what I look like right now, is the day that it happened. Okay, so there's this girl in my school, and we're gonna call her Unicorn. That just popped into my head. We're gonna call her Unicorn. So, I've seen Unicorn around in school since 6th grade because my middle school goes from 6 to 8. So, I've been seeing this girl around since 6th grade. We were never really friends. We never really talked that much. I don't remember much back from 6th grade, beginning of 7th grade. So, I don't know really if we ever talked then, but I really doubt it. It's just that our friend groups were like, they were just different. It was just whatever. And we never really had beef or anything like that either. And I'm just gonna say now that I never really talk shit about people or like anything or anyone unless I have a reason, unless they came at me first. Like, I'm not usually the type of girl to start shit. Actually, I'm not the type of girl to start shit. Let's just fast forwards, blah, blah, blah. So, I'm at lunch today with my friends. We're all sitting at our table. And so, like, how it is like, there's two sides of the table in the lunchroom that you can sit on, right? So the side that I'm sitting on there's more tables behind me, and then like over to the side over there, and then her table's over to the side, but more towards the back. So when my back is facing her all the time, so I can never see her. But my friend that sits on the other side of the table is always like, oh my god, like, she's staring over here. Why is she always staring over here? Like, blah, blah, blah. She needs to blah, blah, blah. Stop staring over here. And, like, it's just so funny. Like, why is she staring over here? Right? And I'm always like, whatever. That's just fucking Unicorn. Not the day that this happened. The day before this happened, she was walking out of the lunch line with her lunch, and she was like, so this is our table, and then there's like a way you can walk like right here to go like all the way down. So this is our table here, and she flips me off as she was walking past our table with her pinky finger. I'm like, bitch, the fuck? Like, I'm not afraid to use my real finger. Anyways, so she flips me off with her pinky finger. Oh, that happened, and later, during the lunch period, I'm sorry, like, I'm, like, really loud right now. I'm sorry if you have to turn down your volume. I'm just, like, really upset. Anyways, same day, not the day that this happened, then the day before, so she flipped me off, blah, 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 and then other girl, we're gonna call her Adidas, she was like, yo, Isla, she's still staring over here. Like, why is she still staring over here? And then, so the girl that was sitting across from me, we're gonna call her Bob. I was like, Bob, switch seats with me, yo. Like, so she can get a better view of what she wants to stare at. Like, let's go. So I stand up and I start walking over there. And I'm, like, walking over there, like, all tough and high and mighty and shit. And I'm just staring at her as I walk by, like, real slow, looking at her. And she's looking at me, like... And so I go sit down on the other side of the table. She didn't look at our table again that day at lunch. Once she realized that she was able to stare right into my soul, she didn't look over at our table again. And I was like, okay, so it's me. It really is me. Like, bitch, why? Get a fucking life. So now, to the day that this story time is taking place in, my table's peacefully eating our lunch. We're having a good time. We're laughing about I don't even know what. And she comes over with her... Really? She comes over with her little friend. And she's like...
A lot has been happening.
This is Unicorn talking, okay? Unicorn comes over to our table with her little side buddy, whatever. And she comes over and she goes...
In my life right now, and this is just piling on, so I really need to remind you, she is a fake bitch. I just really need to get this off my chest.
So, this isn't exactly what she said because I don't remember, but it was very, very close.
I realized that there was beef between our two groups, and I just really don't know why. People have been telling me that you've been saying things about me, blah, 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 blah.
Meanwhile, we're all at our table sitting there peacefully, eating our food as she's talking. At least I am, because I'm not fucking paying attention. And she like stops talking for a second, and I was like, are you done? Are you done talking now? Like, my voice got like real, like I was like in the moment. And I was like, okay, first of all, I don't know you, and I don't know your little friend. So I don't know why I would talk shit about you when I don't have anything to talk shit about you on, because I don't know you. Like, this is like exactly what I was doing. And she's just standing at the end of the table, like, with her hands crossed in front of her, like looking scared, like she about to cry or whatever. Can you please stop? And I'm like, I say all that, and I'm like telling her off, and then she goes,
And one more thing I'd like to say. I'd like you to stop staring at my table group and my table.
I was like, I said, I pound my fist on the table. I was like, oh, hell no. And when I pound my fist on the table, I hit my fork, and my fork with my food went flying across the table. And even I was like, oh, shit. But then, like, I said that. I was like, oh, shit. And then I just kept talking. And, like, there's another table that's, like, in front of us. And, like, they all stopped eating their lunch. And they were looking over here. And the table behind me. And, like, the table across the way was looking over here. And they were all like, oh, shit. And they were laughing. Like, it was the funniest thing ever. And then I'm going off on her. I'm like, first of all, I don't know anything fucking about you. I was fucking, oh, my God. I was like, first of all, don't even come over here trying to sound like you didn't start this shit. Like, I'm the one that started this shit. You're the one that flipped me off in the first place. You're the one that is always talking shit, because I got one of your little minions over there telling me fucking everything about you. Look, I can show you the text right here, bitch. Okay? You're the one that flipped me off. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm going off. And then this lunch lady comes over and she goes, is everything okay here? Like, and I was like, yeah, it's okay. How about you go tell her little ass to go sit back down before she get her fucking self in trouble? Like, this happened. And she went to go sit down. And that was it. That was it. It wasn't anything more than that. There was no fight, like fist fight. There was no nothing. And then she goes and sits down, and then everyone was like, oh my God. I was laughing so hard to the point where literal tears started coming out of my eyes. Like, I was laughing so hard, and everyone at my table was laughing. Like, it was the funniest thing ever. And then meanwhile, she's on the other side of the lunchroom freaking walking around, hair flying everywhere. Like, she's so upset. Like, her face is so red. Like, she's so mad that I just told her off. And I know she was mad that I just told her off, because one of her other friends that's not really friends with her, Unicorn apparently told this other girl that, like, she was so mad and so upset that I just told her off in front of, like, everybody in the cafeteria. And then that other girl came back and told me that, and I was like, shit, what the fuck did she expect? Like, honestly, like, I was just gonna sit there and, like, let her talk to me? No. Who do you think I am? Like, no. We leave lunch, everything's cool, like, it's still funny as shit. Everyone's coming up to me like, okay, backtrack. As the fight's over, like, waves of people at different time periods start coming over to our table and like, yo, what happened? Like, I heard, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, how the fuck did you hear this already? You were on the other side of the lunchroom. Like, I know I wasn't that loud. The fuck, bitch? Nothing really serious happened. We went on with her day. She was staring at me in the hallway, and, like, she was crying in the hallway upstairs going to classes. I get home. And I'm not one of those people that just, like, can't let shit go. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Whatever. But, and I don't have Unicorn Snapchat. I don't have, and apparently she posts on there all the time. And so people were Snapchatting me, like, when they got home around 4 o'clock, like, yo, did you see what she posted on her story, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, I don't have her Snapchat. Like, I don't care. And so they were telling me whatever. So I asked someone for her Snapchat. They gave it to me. She added me back, blah, blah, blah. And I got the text messages right here. So I'm going to read them to you. I text her first, like, pretty much out of nowhere, and I'm pretty sure she blocked me from being able to see her story, because people were sending me her story, and I couldn't see it, and I couldn't see it on, like, my story feed either. So I was like, okay, like, bitch, you're fucking salty. So I go on and I say, I honestly hope you don't try to come up to me, because I really don't want you to get hurt. And she was like, is that a threat? I was like, no, a threat would be me saying, watch your back, because me and my people are on our way. Bitch, that's a threat. Would you rather me say that? I doubt it. And she said, well, that sounds like a threat. And she said threats. And then she corrected it and said threats. And she said, don't start stuff, please, because the point of this was to clear stuff up, but you got angry. Bitch, I got... And I said, yeah, bitch, I got angry because you tried to come over to my table and start... And don't even act like you didn't do anything and act like it was all my fault, because you're the one that got angry and you're the one that flipped me off in the first place. And then I said, I saw how angry you and your friends were, how red your face was, how much you were crying at lunch. Like, you were clearly upset about something that I said. And she said, don't call me a bunch, I have a name. And I was like... and then I don't think I saw that. And then I still went on to say, I only got angry because you told a false story. You said we were starting stuff. She was also mad at my friend that's never talked to her. So I went on to say, I only got angry because you told a false story. You said our table was starting stuff and we were staring at you. And I said, you're the one that flipped me off. And then I said, I didn't call you I said, I don't think I called you a bunch. In like parentheses. And she said, BTW, watch your language, because you don't know where this conversation are going. That's literally what she said. And then she said, you did. And I said, like I give a shit where this conversation is going to end up when I'm done with it. And she said, but that's besides the point. And I said, I didn't call you a bunch. I called you a bitch. Bitch. She said, and I wanted to talk to this other girl. We're going to call her Candle. She said, I wanted to talk to Candle. You didn't really do anything up until this point. You are so fake. So you're telling me that I didn't do anything until just now? Okay, no. And then I said, Candle didn't do shit either. And she said, I believe she did. I said, well, I believe she didn't. You have never even talked to her. She said, I might try today and see what didn't go well. And I tried today and see what didn't go well. Okay, I don't know what that means, but whatever. And then I went on to say, even if she or I ever would talk shit about you, it would be for a good reason, or it would be the truth. And she said, the truth, in all caps, question mark, exclamation point. And she said, what do you mean? Well, I'm not going to say anything, comma, quote, I'm not trying to start anything, quote. That's what I said. And then, she went on to this big, long paragraph that's probably not going to make any sense, so I'm sorry. She said, someone said the whole group of you guys were saying stuff about my weight and my body, my eyebrows, and my personality, and Candle gives her other friend the death glare and laughs at her all the time. I really don't want to start things, and I said I just want to move past everything, and when you got all mad and shut me down, I did. I feel really bullied and violated about how you are treating me, and I need you guys to just stop and apologize, and we will all get over it because I have a lot of other stuff, blah, 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 blah. I said, first of all, why would we ever tease you about your weight or your body? You're not even fat, and we don't even tease fat people because that's called body shaming. Like, we have other better things to do in life. Like, why would we do that? And then I said, and why the hell would you believe anything anybody else says unless you hear it yourself from the source that would have said it? And then I said, that's just a life lesson you should have already learned. And yes, I wouldn't mind moving on from all of this, but you are completely putting off the fact that my group never did anything. You guys were the ones that started flipping us off and staring at us at our lunch table for weeks. Not even flipping us off, meaning my group, but flipping me off, like personally. Then she never responded. I was like, okay, you know what? Like, why? Just why do you have to make me so... like, I have better things to do than worry about you, boo. Like, I don't care. And I'm going to say one thing. I'm not going to lie and say that I've never talked shit about this girl. Because I'm really sorry. I'm like, I don't care. I've talked shit about every single one of the people in my school. Every single one of them. Even myself. I talk shit about myself all the fucking time, and I'm not even lying. So, yes, honey, me and my friends have talked shit about you. But we've talked shit about everyone else too. And I'm really sorry if that makes you upset. But you can choose to ignore it. Because it's not getting to the point where we're talking to you straight to your face or putting stuff on your locker or any bullshit like that. So you can get over yourself. It was honestly just so funny. It was so freaking funny. Anyways, so that was the end of this story time video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the fam if you're not already subscribed. Go down and follow my Instagram in the link that I'll have in the DB. And if you like this story time video and if you would want me to do more, comment in the comments, if you would want me to do more storytime videos, and then we will have more coming out for you guys. I'm falling over. Anyways, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you in my next one. Bye.